Hi guys, and welcome to a new edition of Art Life with John Bogdan.
We are here in the kitchen. We've been
Our-
cooking all day.
Our lovely kitchen.
Yes, our lovely kitchen. We're trying to get ready for some of the exhibition receptions that we've got this week, and that means we've got to do our own catering. So we've been busy in the kitchen, but we've been doing a lot this week. So let's get to some of that, and we'll show you a little bit of what's been going on.
Hi, I'm John, and this is Bogdan. Join us on our journey as we figure out how to earn a living as artists, introduce you to those we meet, and share what we learn along the way.
So guess what, guys? We are back on the road. It's weekend, and I need to decompress a little. I had a very stressful week. I mean, it wasn't that stressful. It was very busy.
Yeah.
And toward the end of the week, my thoughts are back to Ukraine and to Romania. And it's on Friday last week I had this spark. Why would I go to Romania to make a photo series about these heroes, basically, that are coming back, are starting over somewhere somehow.
So you're talking about the immigrants.
Yes, talking about the immigrants that come to Romania, and I have envisioned, photographing them over a period of 2-3 days, because I can't stay more than longer than. It's a continuous process there. They're coming in and they're leaving. They go someplace else.
And they've really been over backward to welcome them. I mean, people are meeting them at the border, taking them to their homes.
Yes, all my friends, I called my friends in television in Romania, and they said, oh my God, this is a fantastic and brilliant idea. You should go. We'll sort you out with contacts, and you won't be by yourself.
I guess the real problem, though, is that it's something that has to happen fairly quickly, because it's not like we can take time to do a GoFundMe or something like that, because this crisis is ongoing, but it changes every day, and these people.
I mean, and nothing helps me. I am 30 hours away from that place to fly, and then I'm gonna get there a complete wreck.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll wait one more week and see how I'm gonna feel about it. I can't just jump next week in a plane and go. I just can't. It's too much for me. I thought it would be a fantastic idea to have a collection, just portraits of these people taken somewhere in the back of a tent, basically, with whatever they brought. What was important?
Yeah, what did they carry with them?
What was important for them? Was a cat? Was a dog? Was a
photographs?
Whatever,
What do you take when you're running?
I mean,
leaving your home.
What can you take? It's just amazing. It's just.
And the other thing, looking at the speed at which this would have to happen, I mean, we know that things are getting worse there. The bombing is getting worse, and at any day, I don't know, the Russians could just obliterate the government and take over the borders, and they could close all that traffic, and people could stop being able to escape.
I know that everybody said this is a great idea, you should come right now. It's 10 days so far right now as we talk. I don't think this will end, but also I can make a project afterwards with people that remains to Romania.
Right, and they would certainly be able to tell their story just as well, but it wouldn't have the emotional rawness and impact.
Yeah.
And it's not that you're trying to take advantage of their vulnerability.
I think these are, documents over years.
Yeah.
How do people look like in this situation in 2022? This is where we are.
Exactly. And this is the story that needs to be told.
And I'm so
because this is the
sad.
story we'll forget.
I built up myself so much over the last couple of days putting this together. I called everybody in Romania, every friend that has a car, and they gave me good advices how to approach these things. So, is it possible? It's possible. I'm just so stressed about this,
And it comes at a time when we're doing a lot of other things. We're working with the folks in Mexico, we're doing exhibits and things, and certainly that stuff can either be missed or I can handle that because I can't see that I could go too.
I don't think that would be. I'm thinking no more than a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this isn't a fun trip. This is a working trip. You just go there, photograph for a couple of days, and come back and process them. So, those are photographic series that can travel in exhibitions, even in galleries, with specific thematics. They can be bought by a museum, by the way, as a collection.
And again, we're hearing a lot about the migration of refugees into to Poland and to Hungary. That's where the big news stations are, and there's less coverage of what's going on in Romania.
Yeah,
so it's a voice that needs to be heard.
I mean, even Madalina, my friend in Romania, said there's a lot of coverage there, but it's a lot of news. Nobody does.
Right.
Nobody has time to take a breath and just get some pictures done. Those are the people I trust, and they could have said, no, don't come. This, is too rough. Then no, they were like, absolutely, what a brilliant idea. And that motivated me. Anyway, we'll talk soon.
You bet. One of the great benefits of being in this Sawyer Yards complex is that we're able to participate in all kinds of exhibitions. This is a particular exhibition of all the spaces here at the Spring Street building. And so I have 3 pieces, Bogdan has 3 pieces, and we have a show here for the next 2-3 months. So thank you to Sawyer Yards, thanks to Spring Street for doing this, and exciting. Looking forward to the show.
Hi guys, I'm about to start the work of a new piece, large piece, not as large as the first 2 that I shared with you last week, but large. And this is going to be on a green shades, and I'm gonna use some green arches that I have in my archives and I photographed back in Romania. The pictures were printed yesterday, a lot of them, so that it gives me a lot of material to work with. And today I'm gonna read them off and create the piece. So follow me on this journey. Yesterday I cut all the elements, the elements I wanted to place on this new piece. They're ready, and now I'm going to apply the gesso over this board over here. while I'm waiting for the delivery guys to bring me the mounting boards, because I can't do more than a gesso on the board, because it's getting too humid and they won't attach very well on the board when it's coming. Having a small road trip this weekend to Roundup, and it's both for enjoyment but for business as well. One of the goals we wanted to do is to have a little chat with one of the owners of this antique store in Roundup and see how much it's are we talking of having our art on display in their store. And I think it's a great idea, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, what we do realize is that we have all kinds of inventory sitting around now that we've got the storage unit and we're doing these monthly exhibitions. So we've got all this inventory that's just sitting in a dark room. We're thinking that we need to find some other ways to promote and distribute.
Yeah,
art.
basically, put our artwork in front of different eyes, different set of eyes.
And we're doing exhibitions, and exhibitions are great. They look good on a resume, and they do get some exposure. But it's to the same kinds of people.
Yeah.
If you put your art in front of different eyes, you get a wider audience looking at your art.
And I don't know how they work with the vendors here. It's a percentage of their sale, or it's you rent a space we are about to see. And
Yeah.
Once we do that, we'll tell you. But I think it's going to be a great idea if it doesn't cost a fortune.
And what people may not realize is that Round Top is kind of far from us, but it's a small town, Texas town, but it is a magnificently huge venue for art, for craft, for antiques.
And it's a destination just for those things.
Right. They have a couple of big shows a year, and people literally come from all over. The population there, I think, is like 100, and it swells to 30,000 people on those weekends. So it's a big deal, and a lot of buyers come from all over the state and all over the country to buy for their shops, and to have your art there is just a really good thing. Right, and the beauty of abstract art is that it can be more, environmental, and doesn't need to be so literal as cows and horses.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a beautiful day, and we'll take you with us, as usual.
Well, that brings us back to the kitchen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. We're staying busy here. Stay creative. If you like what you saw today, please give us a thumbs up, like the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. It really does help our channel if you do. So other than that,
Let's clean up the aubergine.
we still got work to do. Have a great week, guys.
Bye, guys.